damn it, I left my cards at home. Oh, son of a bitch. Well, since we're talking about things that I suck at, I'm sure you're all wondering, you know, Ari, I think you're confused about how this works. You make videos on Monday, not Tuesday. Well, what I want to say is absence makes the heart grow stronger. And I stumbled on that because I know it's bullshit. I want to talk about whether or not we judge books by their covers. To be quite frank, I absolutely do. And to be fair, so do you. If you read the back of the book, that counts as a cover. It's just the back cover. So if you read the back, it's counting as you judging a book by its cover. Wait a minute. Everyone stop everything that you're doing. Sit down. And be excited for me because I finally read a book that was not for school. Yeah, killing it. Unfortunately, the book that I picked to read for my first read back was this, A Discovery of Witches, which, honest to God, is a discovery of archetypes, because my Jesus, was this one of the most unoriginal things I've ever read. My friend was reading this, and I was like, oh, like, that looks really interesting. Like, what's up with that? Because it's pretty. Like, I was intrigued by this. I don't know if it's the deep midnight blue, or, like, that little whoop on the A, or the fact that there's this nice little, like, horizon thing on the side. I don't know what it is, but I couldn't stop looking at it. God damn you, marketing people. And I should have known. Like, listen. This is the top critic review on the back. An irresistible tale of wizardry, science, and forbidden love. Who's the critic? People magazine. Like, hello, 6 red flags right there. But no, I pick it up. And not only do I pick it up, because I don't buy new books, but I bought this new, and I'm kicking myself, because it wasn't even a good book. It was such a waste. I mean, it wasn't a waste. Like, I read, and that was great. Like, it was fluffy enough that I was able to read when I was doing, you know, getting my cap and gown and graduating. Even though I haven't done that yet, but, like, still, it's close. It's close enough. Feels like it's happening already. I should have known. I just should have known. And I get pulled, and there are certain books that, like, I see the covers, and I'm intrigued by them. And I'm like, I like that cover, I like that cover, I like that cover. And honestly, I end up reading the book because I like the cover so much, and I can't stop going back to it. And that sounds kind of stupid, but that's how it works. And you know what? It's not just me. It's all of y'all. They make covers that look pretty for a reason. Because they know it works. God damn it, marketing. Ugh. My issue with this book was that, like, it had, like, it was, like, witches and demons and vampires, and I was like, oh, that sounds like a fun fit, but it was, like, modernized. Like, it was, you know, it wasn't just, like, I don't know. I was excited about the fact that there was, like, a fantasy book that, like, might be accessible, that might have more to it than just, you know, like, teen YA fluff. But this is just YA fluff for adults. Like, no. God forbid you have a vampire in a book that isn't this strong, strapping man who takes care of the woman. Like, oh my God, gender roles, calm the hell down. I don't need it. I don't want it. I'm sorry. This queer kid is like, hey, by the way, maybe go outside those gender norms. I'm sorry, not even that queer kid. That kid who's a little bit aware of the fact that gender roles are boring. They're boring, and I understand that they're important in some contexts, and they work in some contexts, but why is it with vampires we can't move outside those gender roles? Why? I don't get it. I mean, this is basically, and I'm sorry for bringing it up yet again, this is basically top Twilight for adults. A little bit better written. Not much. And that's saying something. There was a queer couple in here. That was cool, but they were like, little tiny bit, no big deal. And there were strong female characters, but even then it was like they were sticking to the archetypes. Like the strongest female characters were like a mom and aunts. Like they're like matriarchs. It's like, and they don't have relationships. And if they do have relationships in terms of romance, like they're either the individual is dead, or they're not mentioned very much. Next time you sit down to write, authors out there, listen to me. Next time you sit down to write a book that has vampires in it, maybe have the woman be a vampire and the man be mortal or whatever, a witch. I don't know. Just mix it up a little bit, make it a little bit more interesting, because I'm goddamn tired of reading these books. And honestly, if the covers weren't so pretty, I wouldn't read them. But I was duped. Trixie Hoppet says, I was duped. God damn it. My next read is going to be The Marriage Plot. Jeffrey wrote it. Paul and Stephanie, can't say the name. Oh, I was like, oh my God, it's printed backwards. It's just upside down. Stay tuned for my card on Instagram. You can follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr. Subscribe to us at YouTube, Bookworm Words. Check out the next slide.